Let's talk about New York. New York had a major update to the progress on Operation Padlock to Protect, which, for those of you who do not know, New York's months-long operation to liberate its citizens from the bodega-dwelling smoke shop trapper terrorists that have invaded the streets and allegedly are out there eating cats and dogs and geese. And
they're eating the cats.
Eating
They're
the cats.
The
They're
dogs.
eating the dogs.
Hide your husband, hide your kids. They out here trapping on everybody. So far been touted by the press, to the press by Governor Kathy Hochul and New York City Mayor Eric Adams as an overwhelming success. They say that it has led to Operation Padlock to Protect has led to so many illegal store closures that Eric Adams had to take a victory lap on the gram last month where he live streamed to the public the execution of 4 tons of confiscated product. Will the premature celebration go down as Eric Adams' very own 03 George W. Bush mission accomplished banner moment? Of course it will. Because at a committee hearing held yesterday, New York City Council questioned the effectiveness of the city's crackdown on unlicensed cannabis shops, despite the closure of over 1,000 stores. According to Green Market Reports, John Troyer, Sheriff Anthony Miranda reported that 1,078 total stores within New York City following 5,059 inspections have been shut down. However, approximately 2,600 remain open. And what do you know? Only 3% of that $104 million in fines that have been issued has been paid to date. Do we ever think that money was ever going to come in?
No.
Jason?
No. That money had no chance of coming in.
No, come on.
Not a
Council
chance.
members expressed concern over the lack of revenue generated from the fines and reported that that some shops that were closed are simply moving operations outside or reopening that same night. Miranda emphasized the main goal of OPP is to shut down illegal businesses, but not to collect fines, which he noted are difficult to enforce due to the transient nature of many of the unlicensed shops. He also acknowledged the challenges posed by ongoing evasion tactics and highlighted his team's cooperation with the NYPD on enforcement. But community concerns have filed complaints, community itself in New York have been expressing their own concerns and have been filing complaints, both on the rise tied to a major uptick in due process violations, and some deputies have left their positions, leading to staffing shortages at the sheriff's office. So I guess with every smartphone owning citizen equipped to catch dirtbag cops doing dirtbag shit in 4K, the glory days of OG stop and frisk enforcement has got the boys in blue on retreat. So in summary, OPP critics and legal dispensary owners argue that the crackdowns lack sufficient oversight and have excessively empowered the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office, on the other hand, all their deputies are leaving the force en masse because they're afraid that they won't be able to follow through on the orders given by superiors to rightfully fuck people up like they want to. And the council is here searching for ways to better understand and improve the approach to illegal cannabis sales in a way that'll make everybody happy in the process. Sounds like New York is doing great, y'all. That's Rico Lamitte, dopest dad on the street for High 9 News. Another day.
So you saying in New York they're not down with OPP?
Where's Trench at?
Yeah, you know me.
Oh boy.
Where's Trench?
I like how they're surprised that people were hesitant to pay fines with potentially ill-gotten gains.
They said they got
Literally.
3%.
Yeah. Those 3.
Why don't you pay the fines and then trigger an IRS on it right after
I
that?
want to know why
Right.
those 3% felt the need to pay the fine.
I think
They need to fire their lawyer.
I want to audit. Who the fuck would pay any of those fines?
I mean, I'm assuming those
Crazy.
are probably the ones that were early on. They're like, hey, let's pay this fine and see if they just fucking go away. Like, kind of like it's a shakedown, you know, like you can't sell on my block. Where's my 10%? And I give you your 10% and you let me open back up. Is probably what my guess would be. But I mean, from the girl who kept her Colorado plates on the first 2 years I lived here to not pay parking tickets, like I just, I don't think anybody's rushing to pay those fines. And
I mean,
right?
Yeah,
maybe the fines were just
arresting
confiscated cash taken by the sheriff's office.
That's not how they do the math, bro. You know that's not how they do math at all, ever.
I don't know how they do any math up in New York State right now,
They
because
inflate.
the math ain't mathin'.
Well, no, the
I mean,
fine would be on top of that civil forfeiture, and that's
Yeah.
what they're.
Yeah, I mean, they're not arresting anybody, so I mean, are they even collecting information on the people running these shops? Like, what's going on, New York? What's the point of this shit other than just waste tax dollars and do little photo ops of you at the
Maybe
at the dump,
maybe it's to show
incinerating weed.
maybe it's to show the general public all of their inefficiencies.
Maybe it's to distract from the fact that the aides were arrested for being Chinese spies. I don't know. Maybe it's to distract from a lot of other things going on in New York.
Maybe
right
it's
now.
also to detract. Maybe it's also to detract from the whole P Diddy thing.
No,
No,
man.
they're pretty. There's a big spotlight on Diddy. I don't think there's a lot to detract
Okay.
from Diddy. They
All
took
right.
the key back to their house, so he's no longer.
Did they
I
take
know
the key
Columbia
back?
Care is dancing their own victory lap for dodging that bullet.
Oh boy.
The only chance they have of getting any money out of anybody is to go after the landlords who own the building.
Yep.
Because
Right.
they seriously don't want to lose their buildings over some knucklehead selling weed in the basement.
That is true.
So, but I don't see them doing that.
They're not.
This
You know,
is
Dale-
just games playing. This is, and there's 2,600. There was 1,400 trap shops in L.A. before they went legal here in California, and they only opened up a couple hundred dispensaries in the whole state. It's like, what kind of math are you idiots doing? I mean,
And now there's only 1,333.
And
it's
Dale,
just crazy.
Dale, you saying that like made me go back to the story here. All right, so they said they've shut down 1,078 stores total. Despite them,
It's less than a third.
right? Yeah. Despite Eric
what they
Adams,
can
when he
quantify.
was on the ground, when he was doing the burning, despite him saying 1,300 shops were shut down, it says that they shut down 1,078 following 5,059 inspections. So, who the fuck else were they inspecting?
Wait. Let's do some math here. They got 2,600 left. They shut down 1,000. That's only 3,600 and change. So,
Math does not make
so does that mean 1,400 of them passed the inspection, but they only have 79 licensed dispensaries?
Like, what the?
The math is not mathing at all.
I mean, I
They're
think
just
half the
saying
time-
whatever random number comes to fucking mind. This is
Exactly.
wild,
Yeah,
man.
they're just throwing whatever numbers out there and just like, oh, the general public isn't going to be able to count this.
I mean, I want to go check out these 1,400 stores that passed their inspection.
And there's 5,000. Yeah, they said that there's like 2,600 still open. Like, why did you inspect 5,059 stores? It sounds like you're just harassing the shit out of people to harass the shit out of people.
It sounds
And this-
like if you're selling old chips and just a litany of weird shit, they're coming in looking for the weed right now. So that's
they have been.
that's
And
crazy.
This is why the community is. That's why they've had the huge uptick in excessive force complaints, and that's why the sheriffs are quitting, because they can't go fuck people up like it was 2000 and Rudy Giuliani was king, and Donald Trump was pulling strings behind the scenes.
Oh God! All this
Thought I forgot.
gaslighting.
Thought I
All the
forgot.
gaslighting.
Here we go.
I'm not taking the bait this morning.
Good job, Jason. I'm
Yeah,
proud of you.
I'm not
Growth
taking
and
the bait this
maturation.
Nah, don't worry, it's still early.
Yeah.
we could cast another line.
Fair, yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
You guys are mean to
you guys
him.
definitely throw some more bait. I'm more bait my way. I'm gonna be baiting Rico all day today at the network show.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man.
You are the master of
They're
that.
just
Jason.
not serious
You are the
about
master of
this.
that.
The masturbator.
Yeah, New York is definitely not serious about this. They
No.
they're
People want to buy
serious.
weed.
The one thing
And
that
if
they
you
are
don't make
serious.
it available to them, they're going to go to the trap shops. And that's just the dynamics they're dealing with here. And the same thing happened here in California. Is these regulators want to take this at a slow walk, and people are like, hey, I want some weed. If you ain't got a legal place for me to go to, I know 5-10 places I can go that aren't legal, and they're still going there. So
And
until
cheaper.
they deal with the realities of what people want, this is going to continue to be like prohibition. Find a speakeasy. Joe told me to go up 3 steps and tell him, that I was sent here. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
and if they do successfully shut down these remaining 2,600
Yeah, right.
bodegas or trap shops or whatever, obviously I don't think they're going to. But I'm saying even if they do that, what's going to happen? They'll just go back to delivery like they've had in New York for 20 or 30 fucking years. Like they're not doing anything.
There goes those pagers again, you guys.